Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith and we are playing through Arrival in Chains, and so far we're doing okay. The bear's taken quite a bit of battle scars, but has also wounded both of our characters. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. The Tinker is near death and the Craighart is strong and ready to go. So let's pick our cards and see. Now, just so you guys are aware in terms of wounds, now these wounds, in the last video I was a little bit paranoid that my Tinker was going to take a wound he takes a wound at the start of his next turn. So as long as we take an initiative really late, I can maybe have the Craighart heal him so that he doesn't have to lose a card, and that's going to be my top priority. So we're going to pick cards that make the Tinker go late in the round. So Hook Gun's a good one for now. I know it's not the most opportune time to pull a bear towards you, but later in the round this might be good to finish him off, being that we're almost at the 24. We've got 19 wounds on him, damage on him, and we only need 5 more. So that's not too bad. So this is decent, and then we can also heal ourselves just to boost ourselves up a little bit at the end of it. So 72 and 74 are kind of what I'm going to go for, and hope that I can get the Craighart to go a little sooner than that, and also to do an attack. Now, we do have to worry about the fact that the bear could still be alive and hit the Craighart, which would be bad. The best things to do in this case, well, I don't know if there's a best thing. This creature attack's pretty powerful from range. It would allow us to consume a leaf element and push him back, which we do have a leaf element here, so I could shove him back 2, which would be nice. That would at least get him away from the Tinker. So 1, 2, and then he'd be 1, 2, 3. He'd still be targeting me. I don't know if it would really do anything, to be honest. The shove might not be a good time to use this just yet. So maybe instead we do, ooh, the immobilize. I like that. So we can do an attack, an immobilize using the leaf element, and then back up. And then we can use the bottom of this one, which allows us to move, heal, and attack, which I could heal the Tinker, which would give him 1 extra heal so he could handle the wound he's going to take. So that could work out really well. So let's try that. Let's go with that strategy. Whoops, flipping these around like crazy. So we got 38 and 72. We're hoping that the Craighart can go before the bear does. We'll see how this goes. 34. Oh no, the bear went first. Worst. Okay, so the bear is going to go ahead and it's going to attack one. It's going to wound. Now this bear is already doing wounds to us, and you can't stack wound tokens or anything. So this wound is already on me regardless. But it doesn't add anything to his attack, but this +1 does. So he's beside me, so he's focusing on me. It's an attack of 6, +1 is 7, plus another one is 8, so that's a ton. And now we're going to go ahead and pull this card to see what he does to the Craighart. Nice! We got the null, guys. Okay, so nothing happens. That's awesome. Okay, so his whole attack is garbage. That's the best thing ever. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Craighart's turn. So it's the start of the Craighart's turn. He is wounded, so he needs to take a damage, and I'm going to take that damage. So he goes down to 13. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my, I'm going to do this move 2, heal 1. So I'm going to play this one. This is going to allow me to go 1, 2. He's going to move back here. I'm going to do a heal 1, which affects all adjacent allies. So it's going to heal the Tinker, takes the wound off of him. It's going to bump him, because the way wounds work is you not only get to knock off the negative condition of the wound, but you also get the heal still. So that's going to go up. That's great. So that's going to help him out. And then the attack all adjacent enemies, there's no one adjacent, so that's fine. So this card is now discarded in the pile. And then we're going to do our ranged attack, and we can do a range here of 5, so we're more than good. We've got an attack of 2. The bear is poisoned still, so we've got 3 attack on him, and we're going to go ahead and you consume the leaf element in order to immobilize the bear to ensure he doesn't come charging at us in the next round. So that's really cool, is that the next round he's going to be stuck there. So this is also going to give us an XP. So we're going to go ahead and do the attack 2 +1, and we're going to see what we pull. We don't have any way to boost this, so ugh, nasty. Okay, so we ended up only getting 1 damage on him there. So I'm going to exchange these 5 1 tokens and this 5 token for another 10. So now we've got 20 damage on the cave bear, which is not bad. He's not dead yet. But we did immobilize him, and we do get an XP for that, so the Craighart's going to go up to 1. And then we can discard this card. Then we are done. Now this is where the Tinker is going to come into play. The Tinker is no longer wounded, so it doesn't need to take a damage for being wounded. So that worked out perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our heal. So we're gonna heal 2, and we're gonna choose to heal the Tinker, because the Tinker needs to get back up to regular health here real quick. So he's up to 4. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a hook gun attack. It's gonna be attack of 2. It's gonna pull the bear towards us, which is probably not the best thing ever. So this is gonna be an attack 2, range 3, but I'm looking to see if I get lucky and maybe get enough to kill him. Now remember, it's a hook gun is 2 plus the poison, so we might be able to make this work if we get an extra 1. Ugh, worst. Okay, so we ended up only getting 3 damage through on the bear, so that means now we have 23. So we're getting there. We need 1 more. There was nothing else I could really do to that attack to make it any better, sadly. But at least the bear is stuck in this spot for the next turn he plays, so that's good. So both of these now are used and discarded. And then that's it, guys. That is the end of this round. So we're gonna go ahead and do our shuffling. We don't have no elements to move down the track. We're gonna go ahead and take all these modifier cards. We're going to break them up a couple times. It's gonna shuffle them into the stacks, split them up. I'm just doing some nice one-handed shuffling. All right, so now we got that all buried in there. Wow, look at that great shuffling. Okay, and we'll split it in half and we'll go from the middle. Okay, so there's the modifier deck for them. We have nothing to shuffle on this character or this character, so we're good to go, and I think that is it. Yes, that's pretty much it. So the only, oh, sorry, the cave bear. He's right here in front of me. I gotta shuffle this guy up. So we'll go ahead and shuffle his cards in a couple times. Split them up a little bit. There's only 8 cards here, so it's really not that much of a difference by shuffling these ones around. They're pretty straightforward. There we go. So we got 8 cards ready to go. Okay, so let's start this turn. So we got the Craig card, the Tinker here from distance. So this is when we start unloading our ranged attacks on him. Now the Tinker doesn't really have much stuff in terms of helping anybody else at the moment. I have a move which may be useful to get me away from the bear, so that might be good. I can also create 1 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex, which I could put like right here, but the bear's not stupid and he would go around. So it's not really an opportune time to do that just yet. So in terms of, healing's good. So healing's always a plus. We can go early and heal. We can also potentially, we could move, but there's really nowhere to move. The only other place to make sense to move would be to go here, so that the bear is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be going after the Craig heart again. So I'll just do that. I'm not planning on using an ink bomb this turn, so I'll use 74. And we'll do this, 37. Now for the Craig heart, he needs to do the final blow on this thing. So the attack 3 crater is what he's going to be doing from range. It's a 61. We're going to use the only other card he has, a 43, and hope that we can go ahead of the, hopefully we can go ahead of this bear. So here we go. This is what it all comes down to. 80, perfect, awesome. Okay, so I think we should be able to do this. So the Tinker is going to go now. The Tinker is going to do his heal 3, so he's going to boost himself up to 7. We're then going to do a move 4, but really we're just going to move to here. Now actually, let me think about this. Move 4, yeah, that's fine. I'll put him right there for now. And then that's it for this card. The movement really was just to get him out of the way of this guy. Remember, obstacles don't block ranged attacks, but we're not doing a ranged attack anyway. We did a heal, so that's gone as well, and that turn is over with. Now we go to the Craighart, who's going to be responsible to end this guy once and for all. So let's use the top action here for range 3 crater attack. We can't push him because we don't have any elements ready to go, but we can do this attack. And it's attack 3. He is poisoned, so it's going to be 4 and +1, 5. Guys, we have done it. So this bear is dead. So we took the bear out. We didn't give him a chance to come after us another time. So all of this stuff comes off of him now because he never even got a chance to fight this round. He is dead. Now the Craighart just went and he was wounded, so he's going to lose 1 health when he started his turn. And the only other thing we can do here is, well, what we'll do actually is we'll read what's next, because technically this card was used, so this is discarded. We still have this card to go, but something happens now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the text for what happens now, and then I'm going to end the video and we're going to talk, and I'm going to set up the next situation. So this says right here, the crowd gasps as the bear falls to the ground dead, overcome by its wounds. You breathe a sigh of relief looking over the impressed crowd. You see a small female orchid in white robes, orchid, I don't even know how to pronounce that, in white robes emerge from under an awning and stare down at you. You feel her gaze penetrate your soul. They can take more, she says simply, and then returns to her seat. The crowd gasps again as the cages around the perimeter of the pit are open, releasing a number of deadly drakes. Okay, so at this point now the special rules say spawn 2 vicious drakes at A, and then 2 spitting drakes at B. So these are going to show up, from what I understand, they're going to show up in all 4 corners of this map from what I remember seeing. What else is going to happen? And then, focus, there we go. And then, oops, that's the cave bear. We already did that. It's this one. And then it says the vicious drakes are elite and the spitting drakes are normal for 3 characters. Oh, sorry. Spawn 2 vicious drakes and 2 spitting drakes. All spawns are normal for 2 characters. So we're going to have normals, not elites, for this fight. Now, the spots they're going to spawn in is right here on the map. It shows A, B, B, and A. Those are the spots where they're going to spawn. So I'm going to end the video here. And from here, I'm going to show you guys, I'll place all the monsters on the board. We're going to continue with the last move of whatever the Craighart wants to do. And then we're going to reveal, or we're going to go ahead with the next turn and see how that works out. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it so far. We're doing all right, and I hope you guys are enjoying the battle in this little gladiator pit, and hopefully we can survive this massacre. So until next time, guys, keep rolling solo.